All right, welcome back. We just did a really cool puzzle at the end of chapter 4, was it? What am I on now? Is this 5? Yeah. We just did a really cool bonus puzzle at the end of chapter 4. That one with a really winding path. And now we're going to do 46 and 47 from chapter 5. How many did I leave along the way? I guess I left them all at this point. So there's still quite a few to do, right? 54, 55. Chapter 7. I guess chapter 8 didn't have any, I don't think. Chapter 7. The 64 and 65. Do they always line up with 5? No. And then chapter 8, I don't think had any like bonus or extra difficult puzzles, advanced puzzles. Oh, just the last one. Okay. Which we're saving. Okay. 46 and 47. So this was the BE place. We don't have LOL at the moment, even though it looks like maybe it would be possible to write. We probably want the plastic. Let's get the plastic on and then get the pen ready. All right. BE, do I want to write it immediately or not? Don't have question marks. Oh god, it's hard to forget the mechanics I know from later. We have connections. We have LOK. Do we have, what's the word? Tlack. TL. Yeah, we do have tlack. We have quite a few words going on here. I mean, like, has it been thought about the fact that I could use the B to put a question mark down and then maybe like use that? I'm not going to explore that avenue, but I wonder if it's like it's question mark proof. Okay, LOK. Do we have a tar? We potentially have a tar if we can like make the L disappear or something. Or we have, so LOK, tlack, BE, tar, and that's all of our words, right? At this point, I think so. So I don't think I'm getting rid of the L. Like I'd have to like take the K. I mean, it's not impossible, or is it? I don't know. Where to even begin? Let's say I did LOK. It doesn't use the X up. LOK. And got rid of a thing. Okay, yeah. So then I'm going to end up like having too much, like no space to use the BE. So I'm probably not doing LOK and tlack, right? Otherwise, well, they could have got rid of some X's while doing that, right? LOK. Could get rid of. Yeah, I'll have a space to write down a letter for BE, but maybe I'm just like putting an X in for BE and using that to do something weird. So like if I use the BE to put an X in somewhere, can I make a different word somehow? I could use tlack, like, no, I couldn't change direction. I'd have to be going into the middle. Like if I put an X there, I'd have to be going into that at some point. So it'd have to be like from L. Now I can do LO. Except I can't, because I can't change direction on the O. Right, yeah. Okay, so LOK. Don't think putting a connection in there helps. It just gives me other routes to go, but to make words that I can already make. So LOK plus tlack would cover 3 extra things. So that would be 10 things. That'd be that many, right? LOK plus tlack. Yeah, that would be like this part of it. Then we'd have 4 left at the end. So then we'd have a BE to do something else with. And I'm going to want a tar, right, for the X's. Maybe, not necessarily. BE to write something down, but only one thing. And then we'd have one blank space left open, which I'd never be able to fill. So whatever we do with the BE needs to make it so that we don't have blank spaces left over at the end. Is it possible I'm doing 2 tlacs? I've only got 1 T and 1 A, and I'm only getting 1 extra letter here, so no, it's not possible I'm doing 2 tlacs. LOK, tlac. I am definitely doing BE. I can't make an extra BE, or an extra B or an extra E, but not both. Those 2 letters don't overlap with any other words. Tar. Tar feels like it could come in useful. Maybe. I'd have to use that A for the tar, and then I don't want to be able to use this stuff. Oh, this is tricky. But yeah, fundamentally the issue is, I keep doing that, X is not part of it. Fundamentally the issue is LOK can get rid of one thing. Tlac can get rid of 2 things. Then what? I can write down a letter, but 1 letter by itself isn't good enough. So maybe the LOK needs to... Yeah, can I do another tlac? LAK. I need another T though, which does not seem possible to me. I mean, how could it be possible? Yeah, it can't. I can't do another B. So I'm going to put down 1 extra letter. What can it do for me? Putting down a B or an E doesn't help. Putting down a T or an A can't help separately. Together it would, but I can't do that. So it's going to be an X, I guess. Or something else. Like a letter that isn't part of this, but I don't see how that helps. If I put down an X somewhere, how would that do anything for me? It would be able to change the... No. I could go from L... Well, the only thing is that it could make a tar. Can I get rid of that L somehow? I guess I can do... Oh, in fact, yes, I could do LOK to get rid of the L and then do tar if I really wanted to. Do I really want to? To get rid of what? The spaces? And then what's using the K? Got tar. What's going to use the K? Another LOK? Don't I have another LOK? This tlac is a red herring, right? Tar, get rid of the spaces. Tar, get rid of the X's. I've got BE. What could I write down with the BE that would help me here? I'm just never going to get rid of the K. Tar would have to get rid of the spaces. But then I've just got a K left over and an X. 2 X's. So I do have 2 Ks to get rid of. And there's 2 words it could be part of. I can't make another LOK. I'd have to add an L and an O. No, I'd have to add just an O, I guess. Although I can't get out of the L. Or can I? Let's say I use the BE to add another O. But then how do I get to the K? Let's just say I did it. And then used... I mean, I could... Ooh... LOK like that. Then I can do a LOK around... Okay, this is totally it. Get rid of the A. Hold on. LOK around that way. What did I just do? I did a BE to get that. I did a LOK. I need to get rid of one thing. I do at some point need to get rid of these. Oh, then we do the tar at the end to get rid of the X's. So it's that LOK. Fantastic. then tar. Awesome. Like none of the words that are in there are like used as they are except be. So we use that first, put an O in the middle. It's so like surprising how that changes everything in such an interesting way. And then LOK to put just to color in one of these, right? Was that it? Yes. Then LOK into the X turn into the O, into the X turn into the K. Color in the other blank one, and then tar to do the remaining X's. Fantastic. These puzzles are so good. 47. What are we going to do with this one? Number 47. I see a B. In fact, that's all I see right now. We're probably going to need this, so let's not pretend I'm going to do it without the plastic sheet. What's on that? I think there's like the rubbings from the rubber. Okay, that should be fine. I see a B. Is that all I see right now? Any other BEs? I don't think so. No LOKs, no TLACs. Huh. Okay, so I have a forced first word, right? No TARs, yeah? So it's going to be that. So this is all going to be about, like, where do I put the first thing? Like, do I make a LOK? Or do I make another BE? Oh, gosh, this is like a nightmare. There's a B here. We don't have any X's, so we can add X's. This is horrible. Do we want a tar at some point? Probably. There's like so many empty spaces. But then maybe I'm just filling them all with letters. There's an E down here. What's that going to be part of? Another B? I guess so. Or a LOK's going to get rid of it. A P. Oh dear, this is going to be really nasty. Like if I just went in with LOK immediately, I'd then just run out of stuff to do, right? Pretty much. So these B's all need E's to go to. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There's 4 B's, 3 E's. No, there are 4 B's and 4 E's. Can I connect them without like doing anything else? Is it possible that I just like put X's in and then do like BE? Oh my gosh, this totally could be a thing. Then we put another X in here to connect those two. Now, is there another one we could connect after that? We'd have to fill in so much stuff. Like these are really far away, these B's. Oh no, that B is close to that E. Is the OK a trick? BE. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if there was a puzzle like this, just because it's like a silly gimmick. So now I can put another one in. Where would that go? So that B can go to that thing already. I mean, maybe at this point I put a LOK in. So I'll go to the P. I need to get to that E. How's that ever going to happen? But I could be putting a LOK in. So like I do L, cover that up, that up, that up. Then this B can connect across this way. To the P though. This is going to be totally something like this though. And then like 2 tars at the end or something. How would they end up with 2 tars at the end? One for the X's and one for the blank spaces? Is that what I'm thinking? Where's the P going to go? Wait, I just did a lock without rubbing anything out, right? Yeah, I did. So in fact, that could get rid of the P. If I'd left that E available, if that's at all possible, potentially that B could be connected to that E. Or... Ooh, this is definitely the kind of thing I'm supposed to be doing. Am I going to be putting two A's in at the end? How would they get the chance to do two A's? So yeah, we're starting there. It's going to be something like this. When did I put the X in there to connect that to that, right? And that kind of makes sense. And then I can do the lock and all this stuff. So that means that B needs to be left behind. Is there any other B that I could make right now? I don't think there is there? Except by adding E's in, but I think that would be problematic because then where's the other B going to come from? Yeah, I think I probably just want to pair them all up. In which case, I mean, I could just do this one now, right? B, E, and then do L, OK. That was B, E, put the L in, do the lock. To get rid of that, then connect U to U. Oh, this feels good. B to there, to do an X. B to there, to do another X. B to there, to do an A. But where's the other A going to come from? How do I end up with two A's at the end? I'm going to have to, right? That's what the two T's are for. I can't, like, each one is giving me the chance to do another letter, but only one. How could I get the chance to make two letters at the same time? I don't know if I could. That all felt really interesting. Maybe I'm wrong about what happens at the end? No. I don't know. Tar. We don't have an A. So if I'm going to be putting X's in, and there's going to be blank spaces. So two tars would be really nice. That would indeed be really nice. That was really interesting. So that's that. I feel like I'm on the right track. Get rid of those. That. Just the way this all works out. It could be that B I'm doing next. In fact, I could be putting in... Oh no, so I need to do a BE at this point. In which case there's only one, right? Yes. So that to there. Then put an X in somewhere. Like we could go this way. Does that make a difference? Like at some point I'm going to have to put an A in. And then the chain's ending. Unless I can put something in that like allows both of these to happen or something. Oh, I can, right? X here. Yes. That's totally it. B, E, A. Then this B can connect to that E. A. Two tars. We've done. Yeah, that is like an incredible puzzle. Holy crap. Whoa. Okay, so let's just go through it step by step. B, E. I think I really looked into the thing there. I just saw it as like an interesting idea that could be done and then went, okay, that's totally what this puzzle is doing. So B, E, to put in an X here. B into the X turn E, to put an L there. Lock, and the fact that they've incorporated lock into it as well, to put, to cover the P up. B to E, to put an X here. Now we've got two B's that we can, that's fantastic. It's like, the problem was, how do I do two tars? Well, I just set up a situation where I can do two B's. B, E, Let's put an A here. B, cross the slime, into the X turns, BE, another A. Then we do tar, get rid of all the blank spaces. That's really fantastic. What a good puzzle. And then another tar. Oh, there's another blank space there. Another tar to get rid of the X's, which there's only a few left, apparently. Wow. Mind blown. What a good puzzle. I loved it. These advanced puzzles are really fascinating. Okay. 54 and 55. So this is where we learned that we can cross gaps, right? There were no new words at this point. Okay. 54 and 55. What should we do with you? We have... I see a tlack. That's like almost too obvious. I see a B. We're obviously going to need this. Put this in the middle. Do I see anything else? Do I see any other tlacks? I see a tlack into the X's. Yeah, I see a tlack there. That's totally going to be part of this. Into the X's turn, crossover instead of that one, I bet. We're probably going to need a tar at some point to get rid of the X's. LOKs we don't have right now. BEs we do have. Okay, so this is going to be the interesting thing here, right? The middle space. Like, it's not adjacent to anything. So how can that get filled in? Either by... Well, there's not really an either, is there? It has to be from a LOK, no? It would have to be from a LOK. There's no way like I'm filling it in because it's part of a word, because it's not adjacent to anything. The BE can't fill it in. I can only put a letter in there. Oh, it could be an X. BE could put an X in there so that I can fill it in with a tar later. So there's two things I could do. There's one is make a LOK to fill that in. So to make a LOK, I'd have to put an O here and then somehow get the L, one of the L's to the OK, which is not completely implausible. LX OK, and then fill it in. Slack could fill in the ZB. Oh no, but I want to use the BE. BE to use the... Okay, let's do it. So BE to make that an O. This is one of the approaches where I make a LOK. And I think it's going to have to be from here, right? Because there's no... Yeah, that's the X that's going to connect the word LOK together. So at that point, and we can also do a tlack. Going through those X's. We do also have the other tlack as well. It's going to end up being too many tlacks, isn't it? Oh, except we don't because... Okay, so that L, would be nice if that went. It's going to go... Okay, I think I've got it. L, Z, that's adjacent. This is my from the first tlack. Then we can do... We've got the tar and we've got the LOK. So we've got LOK through there and there to fill that in. Then we've got tar here to fill in the X's. Got it. That was not too bad. I didn't even have to consider the other option. So BE to put an O here. It's going to become that eventually. We're going to do tlack around this way. Yeah, I can tell that the tlack along here is not going to happen. If there's just a word that's like super obvious, it's not going to be part of the solution. So we're going to do tlack along this way through the X's, through the A and the K. That's going to get rid of the L and the Z, which are adjacent by the weird rules of adjacency. We're then going to do LOK along here. These are adjacent through the X to the O and the K. And then we're going to fill in the middle one. Then we're going to do tar, because these are adjacent, and fill in all the X's. Neat. Very, very neat. And then look at this one. Checkerboard pattern. It's going to be confusing. There's going to be a thing here where I can't like swap I can't swap onto the interlaced positions, right? Because I'm going to jump from there to there to there to there, but I can never get onto the one that's between them. Let's bring the plastic back. Almost certainly be useful. There's a bit of marker on there that's not coming off. Oh, there we go. Got it. Okay. 55. Where to begin with this? We've got X's here, so there's going to be a tar at some point. There's a TA there. How many T's do we have? 1, 2? Yes, I think so. 2 A's as well. So it's potentially doing 2 tars, or a tlac and a tar, or something else. Whoa. Whoa. We've got 1 O, so if we're doing a LOK, that's going to be involved. Oops. This one's hard just because it's going to be hard to read. We've got BE that we could do as well. It's likely to come up given that this is not the section about BE. Okay. BL, BK. So right now the X's are joining the 2 letters that don't really work together. What would make those work together? L and B. LOK, can't really do. I guess there's also the X's down on this side as well. L and T. And B and O. Where to even begin? Okay, can I find any words that I can do? No tars right now. Nope. LOKs. L. No. L. No. I did have a B I can do, so I can add letters in, so I can potentially create new words. Let's just see if I can find one though. Tlac. T. No. T. No. Ooh, TL. But after that would have to be. Oh, there is a potential for a tlac there, right? If that were an X. If that were an X, TLAK. Interesting. That's probably where we start. Do we see any more BEs? I think I only see 1 BE. So this might be a case of there's only really one thing I can do at each stage. So let's say I do BE. I can put in a letter in any of these 3 positions. I mean, I could be doing another BE if I really want to. It would just be filling in a thing. Or I could be putting an X here. How's this K going to get used? We've got a T and a B next to it. Tlac. How is that K going to get used? Maybe these 2 T's go away and we do... I don't know. Holy moly, this could be tough. This could be really tough. The other thing is I could put an X here and do a B like this. And that actually kind of makes things better because then when I do want to eventually do a tar, which I almost certainly will, which I could do across there if I filled that E in. How would I fill an E in with another BE, I guess? Or some other way. Fill in that U. Maybe there's a sequence of things and then eventually tar to fill in the X's. I could believe that. So how do I get rid of the U? Well, U isn't in anything, so it'd have to be gotten rid of. There are 3 here. So potentially with a different tar or from a LOK. So only 1 O. I can add more O's, but Whoa, this is going to be tough. Like, let's say I did that BE. What would I even do next? I could do another tar. Get rid of the U's. I mean, sure, let's do it. T. So then tar, get rid of the U's. And then we've got a B we could do. This does not feel good. B, E. I've got one more letter I can fill in. What would I want to fill in there? What would I want to fill in there? I guess an X. Ooh, O. Oh, no way. Do we go like... Okay, I can't go around these corners. Yeah, I keep thinking of these as corners. Let's say there were an X there. K, O. Is there an L I could come from? Oh, there totally is. Okay, this is actually kind of working out. I can do LOK here. Sure. Do I have a tar at this point? I was trying to get a tar somewhere, wasn't I? This one. Oh, but I've used that up for something. I don't remember what. Oh, I did a tar here, didn't I? Is it possible I end up doing da, like a really weird loop from like that T, X, 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 A. That is totally the kind of thing this game would make me do. Do I think that's what it's making me do? Joining that T to that A. It's totally plausible. T, X, if that were an X. X, 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 yeah, and using that to flip between the two, it feels almost too good to not be the thing. Okay, let's try and maybe work towards that. So that means I want all of the blank spaces to be X's. So if I do a... I think I have to start with that B, right? There's nothing else. I hope I'm not missing anything. Don't see any other B's. So BE. I want to put an X in one of these three spaces, and it has to let me do something else. So there's either TLAC or there's BE. I mean, I might as well do the BE, right? Get rid of that, and I can still do the TLAC. I could also put a thing there. How did that work? I did a LOK, right? Which I can do right now as well, if I fill that in. So at this point I can do TLAC. I'm seeing the patterns. I can also do... Yeah, so doing the tar here was bad, I think. I can also do LOK. Okay, so I've just done a BE, right? Yeah, it was that BE. I can do two words right now. TLAC and LOK. Except that, no, I can only do TLAC, no, or LOK if I put an X there. I've only done two B's. Where's the other B come from? Here. So I need to get rid of that U. So I do the LOK first. No, they do the TLAC first and get rid of the U. That could work. So T. This is totally a L. It's just feeling very right. A, K. I'm going to get rid of the U and something else. Well, it's going to have to be that T, which is not what I want to do. I do want to open up... Oh, but this could go like this. B to the X, all the way across here to another X, across here to another X. I want to get to that E. But there's no X along near that E, so that's never going to happen. I want to open up this B to this E, but yeah, there's no X orthogonal to that E. So it has to be straight across the U. Therefore, that needs to be filled in, plus an adjacent one. And the only other adjacent one that isn't those two is the t, but I want the t for later. I don't want to cover up the x's. The L and the O and the K are used. Let's like circle them. L, O, and the K are for my LOK. The B and the E are for my X that's going to go up here. These U's, they're really annoying. Because like even if I do this, there's still only 2 U's left over. Like sometimes I do want to do a tar at some point. Was my tar wrong? Maybe my tar wasn't wrong. Because, like, sure, I'm going to do a tar at some point, but that's going to get rid of the x's, not the u's. What else is going to get rid of the u's? Okay, let's go back to the idea of it being a tar. Maybe I was on the right path the first time. So, BE, to do an x here, right? But I want that to be an x here, right? So I can do the flag. But I'm not doing the flag anymore. Although if I'm not doing the flag, how am I getting rid of all those letters? I must be doing the flag. This has to be an x. In fact, that has to be an x to do the tar at the end, right? T, A, yeah. They all have to be x's. So we're going to put an x in there. Is there anything else I could do with this? No, not while that's an E. Oh, hold on. I need to do the BE. L, O, K. I mean, I could do that one first, right? BE, that X. BE, that X. L, O, K. And fill in that. Yes, this is good. BE, fill in this with an X. Slack. To get rid of the 2 remaining U's. And then tar. Oh my gosh, what a cool puzzle. These are amazing. Wow. Absolutely wow. Where does it begin? It begins with BE. To put an X here. To do a BE. To put an X up here. Then we do L into the X turn, into the X turn, O, into the X turn, into the X turn, K, to get rid of this U, to be able to do this BE, to put an X here, to be able to do T, X turn, L, X turn, A, K, to get rid of the other 2 U's. And then we do, I love how I saw this pattern, it's fantastic, T, to this X turn, 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 A, and get rid of all the X's. That is incredible. Wow. What an incredible puzzle design that is. Holy moly. Whoa. So what did I have left in the rest of this? Well, there are 2 at the end of here as well. 64 and 65. How tough will they be? I'm going to have to save them for next time, I believe. Yep. Okay. Wow, these are blowing my mind. See you for 64 and 65 next time, and then I guess maybe the image ones, and then the final one before the expansions. Puzzle 80. I wonder what the expansions are like. Okay, see you then. Goodbye.